All right, what's up, DeMarcus? I'm just gonna hop right into the breakdown here. There's a couple throws that I thought were good ones. One of them I think was from last season, but it's a good angle, so we're gonna keep that one. I think this is a good one. Shows some things that can improve within the throw. So first, when you go back, you want to start with bringing the ball like the nose of the football, which would be more of this part of the nose, straight back as you're going back. So see how he just kind of raises up the ball here. The better action for the arm is to make it so here, the palm is facing straight down, the nose is facing towards us, and then from here, you just go and really try to fire that elbow through. And so what happens here is just when you start raising the ball and then you start bringing the elbow through here, well, the ball is already back kind of behind the head, and it's also your elbow's low and drop. Okay, so we want to be able to work on dropping that elbow, like what happens right here. And we also want to work on the loading technique to make it so you're loading the shoulder the right way. Now, when you're going into your transition, you actually do a good job of pushing off that back leg, which is excellent. Okay, you do a good job pushing off that back toe. The issue is as you stepped here, you stepped with your foot all the way out to the outside, and so you lose any ability to transition onto the front leg, which your front leg is supposed to be a good way to absorb the force through. Okay, there's guys like Aaron Rodgers kind of pushes off the ground like he does, like how you do here. The issue or the difference is that Aaron Rodgers will actually shift onto his front leg and then press off the ground. What you just do is basically just go and just press right off the ground. There's no shift towards the front leg, so you get no momentum going this way, and that's the key difference of where the force went. So your force from here just goes straight up as you throw the ball, rather than transferring your weight going kind of forward, and then you can press up. Okay, I wouldn't recommend pressing off with the ground with that front leg. You don't necessarily need that. You just want to kind of shift your weight forward and then transfer through the actual throw. Okay, go to this one here. This one you kind of rolled out. This is a nice play here. Okay, same type of thing, how you're coming back. This is a good job pressing off that back leg again. Okay, so you can go at, maybe you could wait a little bit longer before pivoting, okay, with that back foot, but overall that's not too bad. You do a good job shifting. You can see how you turn those hips, which is excellent. You get good extension of the shoulder. Again, I mean, how you load and just bring the ball up, that could be worked on, but we went over that just now. Okay, and then as you transfer now, you could really see how you don't get all your weight going forward onto the front leg. You just kind of start twisting and then go straight up. And this is where your biggest loss of power is. So what you want to try to do is as you get that foot down, you want to shift your weight forward, okay, and then through and rotate through with your throw, and that'll make it so you end up getting more rotation, okay, and maybe think about this front elbow, really driving that left elbow all the way back and around to continue rotation through the hips, continue rotation through the elbow, and really allow that ball to come through. And yeah, that'll be a big. I mean, that's going to be the big thing. Is two big things to improve on are going to be to allow yourself to load back properly with the ball, and then as you get that foot down, you start to rotate. Allow your weight to shift more into the front leg, and don't let those hips get behind you. So see how your hips get behind you? That's because you never shifted anything going this way, and then allow the transition through with that front hip. And I'm going to give you some range of motion exercises, especially for that ankle, to make it so you can feel how rotation on that ankle really feels. And that'll help you out for sure. Okay, this is the last one. You can see again, I like this one just because you can see the front angle. Okay, as you're coming through, I'd say last thing here is make sure you get that wrist on top of the football. Okay, so when you're coming through here, the ball is all the way on top of the wrist. So if you can curve it to make it so the ball is more, just even. So making it so the ball is just not on top of the wrist. You need to have a stronger wrist. That wrist should be neutral. It shouldn't be bent back. So if you just look at your wrist right now, neutral would be if I was going to draw a line through my knuckles, right through the bone of my forearm, wrist, all the way up to my arm. Everything should be straight. When it's bent, then if you bend your knuckles backwards and make it so your wrist is bent backwards, that's the position of where the ball's at right now. Or where the wrist is at right now with the ball in it, and that just weakens the shoulder, it weakens the wrist, it weakens all the muscles. You have to have a strong wrist as you're going through the throw, and I think that would be really the last thing that we can kind of focus on in improving your throw. So Yeah, thanks for sending the breakdown. I think you could definitely get some information, definitely start working on some improvements here. I'll send over a couple videos that I think will help you in understanding some of these concepts, including how to have that good wrist stabilization and how to transfer off of that back leg and absorb onto your front leg correctly. I think those are great concepts to be able to understand in order to improve as a quarterback. So, and I'll also send you over some exercises. So you'll get some cool information that will really help you out. Thanks again for sending everything in, and we'll talk to you soon.